Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, Tanya's TLC Beauty. Hope everyone is doing great wherever you are. Today's video is going to be kind of a shop my stash for my everyday makeup drawer. I try and do this once a month. It may not be right at the beginning of every month. Just kind of hard to do that now that I have a puppy who will be 12 weeks old when I am filming this video. What I did this month, I did it a little differently. I went through my everyday makeup drawer and I just took everything out and put it back into my collection. I do kind of know what I had in my February drawer to use, and I just kind of went through my collection just kind of seeing what I want to use up or new products that I had that I really do want to test out. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and jump right into the video and let you guys know what I am putting into my everyday makeup drawer for about the next month or so. I did get like a little organizer so I can put up some of my like most reached for palettes, which is like eyeshadow palettes. I have a blush palette and like a face palette as well that I just kind of keep up on my dresser. That way it's kind of like it's there for me to use, and those palettes are like my go-to palettes. So I'm just going to kind of go from like what I have here to the left onto the right, and we'll just kind of go that way with it. So for primers, I'm going to pull in my Maybelline Master Prime Primer, and it's Blur and Illuminate number 200. I try and kind of rotate my primers. I put one in that I really know works for me, and then one that's kind of like, you know, it may be new or it may be just something that I just don't get enough use out of. So this is one that I just don't get enough use out of, or I don't reach for it enough, because I tend to go for ones that I know are my ride or die, or I just know they work really, really well and want to have great makeup days, so I just kind of go with those. And another primer, I'm trying to stick with like just 2 primers and 2 foundations. That way I can try other ones here and there. The other primer I'm using is my Urban Decay Optical Illusion Complexion Primer. I did have to depot this because it broke. The pump of it broke and I couldn't get it out, so I had to depot it. So that's what it looks like. I do love, love, love this. Such a good primer. For a eyeshadow primer, I am bringing in my Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion. Ride or die, absolutely have to have this. For foundations, I'm bringing in the L'Oreal True Match Super Blendable Makeup Broad Spectrum of 15. And this is the Cool Shell Beige in C4. I haven't worn this in a few months, so I'm going to go ahead and bring this back in. The only thing I don't like about it is that it's just kind of, you know, you gotta shake it up and then pour it back out. So that's the only thing that's the only downfall with that particular foundation. Another one that I like, and I just absolutely love this foundation, is the Tarte Hybrid Gel Foundation, and I am in light medium beige. I just absolutely love this, and as you can see, I've like probably used up half of it. I just love this foundation. It's just beautiful. So I did bring this back into my everyday makeup foundation or everyday makeup drawer. Moving on to eyeshadows, because that's kind of like what is right there. What is on my eyes today is this Revlon Quad in Moonlit Jewels. I went in with this green because I usually don't wear a lot of greens. So that is what it looks like, and I just popped a little bit of Stila in the corner there just to kind of give it a little bit of pump. But these are so creamy and so easy to use. I do recommend just dipping your finger in and just blending it on, and then I just kind of blended it out up top with a transition color, and it worked so smooth. So I do want to get a little bit more use out of this. It has a beautiful blue, a green, a darker brown, and kind of like a nice like light brown like a sand. So I brought that one in. I did reach for my e.l.f. Party Ready palette. So that has kind of more of the party shades, kind of some bright, beautiful shades. Just kind of, you know, when I want a little bit of a pop of color, I can reach for this one. I did have this one in my makeup drawer last month, and it's the Wet n Wild Rosé in the Air. I didn't get a chance to use this one, so I'm going to leave that in there. I did pull the Maybelline 24 Karat Nudes. I think it's just the 24 Karat Nudes. And I have one in my everyday makeup drawer that I'm using, and this is what this one looks like. It has some like deeper, darker colors like this dark black, this purple, that's like a nice chocolate brown. So I want to see if I can get a little bit more use out of this palette. I also pulled in my Makeup Revolution Naked Chocolate Bar. That's what it looks like. Super cute packaging. I love Makeup Revolution packages. And this is what the palette looks like. I do have it upside down because of the mirror. But it's kind of more of a neutral palette, but it does have some pops of color in it. So kind of want to play with that one a little bit. With spring being here, I pulled in my Too Faced Sweet Peach palette, which I adore this palette. It is so beautiful. I love, love, love my Too Faced Sweet Peach palette. So I'm pulling those in. Also one that I want to try and I kind of got is the Pure My Little Pony, the movie palette. Spring is coming around the corner and just look at those colors. Are they not gorgeous? So I really want to try and kind of just play with it and get a little bit of inspiration from that palette if I can. And then some singles that I decided to pull in. I got this, it's actually a Paris Hilton single eyeshadow. Looks almost like a highlighter, but it's a beautiful purple and it's like a duochrome. So that's what it looks like on your finger. And then when you swatch it, that's what it looks like. Is that not gorgeous? That would be beautiful, like in the center of an eye or on the inner corner. So I pulled that. Got it all over my finger. It's all nasty. Recently acquired a NYX single shade in Fireball, and it's a prismatic shadow. I love the Glass Slipper prismatic shadow, so I did pull this one in. I have a Wet n Wild single, just a blue single. I have a Buxom that I got for free from Ulta, just kind of a neutral, but I never use it, so I pulled that one in thinking, well, maybe if I pull it, I will use it. I did pull a L'Oreal Infallible in Golden Sage, and it's a beautiful green. I didn't even realize like St. Patrick's Day and I'm pulling green shadows. I did pick up two NYX Primal colors at Ulta. I got a hot green and a hot blue. These are so buttery, so I want to see if I can kind of create a look with them. And then I also got this NYX Full Throttle little palette. It's a cute little palette, and this color stuck out to me, and so did the silver. So I pulled that in. And then just for like two little singles, I pulled in this CoverGirl Flamed Out Shadow Pencil. It's just a white, which will intensify the shadows when you put it on your lid. And then I pulled in my Revlon Photo Ready Eye Art. It's a lid, line, and lash. And this is in Topaz Twinkle. So also with like my primers, I have my Ulta in Bone for my single when I put my eyeshadow primer on. It's like my ride or die for priming my eyes. For brows, I have a few products. I have my Benefit Ka-Brow in number 1. I have my e.l.f. brow pencil in Taupe, which I'm really liking. I also want to try out this NYX eye and eyebrow pencil in Taupe. Only thing is that that one doesn't come with a spoolie, but I do have like a spoolie brush from Molly, which I like. And I also picked up this Almay brow pencil in Brunette. And I do really like the shape of it. It's kind of like a diamond, and it does have a spoolie. So I want to try this one out, but I'm moving that one to my everyday makeup drawer. I have, for my liquid liner up top, I have my Too Faced Candy. I have a highlighter. I have my Becca in Opal. It's just a small one. This might be random because they're kind of like a little mismatched. I pulled my Wet n Wild highlighter in Precious Petals, one of my favorites from Wet n Wild. I have my Too Faced Papa Don't Peach blush that I pulled in. And then this was in a haul from Ulta, the Ulta Beauty Mad for Mauve 6-piece blush palette. I want to try this out and play with this a little bit more. For under the eyes with the concealer, I have my It Bye Bye Under Eye Cream. I also have my Maybelline Master Camo in Apricot. I usually put that under my foundation, then the concealer, just to kind of hide the under eye. I pulled in the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind concealer and also my Tarte Shape Tape. Oh, and for the eyebrows, I pulled in pulled in my Allure Brow Amplifier in Mid Brown. I also pulled in my Ulta Clear Brow Gel because I really have been liking that since I got it. Another highlighter is the Makeup Revolution in Starlit. And I showed you guys that before in a previous video where I said I couldn't think of like the dupe for it. It was Cover FX. For facial setting powders, I got the It Bye Bye Breakout Powder for oily acne prone skin. I've just really been having a lot of breakouts here. So I did pull this in. I did drop the lid and Popeye kind of took off with it. So the lid is MIA. I have the Ulta Beauty Face Palette. It has 2 different bronzers here and then just a translucent face powder, so I want to try that. I have a Physicians Formula in Nude Wear, and it's just one that you can kind of put all over your face even after you set it, which that's something that I've been wanting. Just after I put my bronzer, my blush, my highlighter, I just want to be able to set a powder and I can throw this in my purse. Plus it has a place that you can put a brush with a mirror, so it's easy for the purse. And then my Rimmel Stay Matte Pressed Powder in Translucent. For bronzer, I have the Molly Bronzer in Deeper. I also have my Physicians Happy Booster with the little hearts. And my Wet n Wild Contouring Palette in Caramel Toffee. For mascaras, I pulled in my Ulta Lash Primer. I have my Too Faced Better Than False Lashes with the lash primer and the lash primer and the actual mascara. I also have my Lash Paradise and my Rimmel Scandal Eyes, which is in another area because I used it in a video today. And also my It Tightline for when I do want to put mascara on my lower line. Then for eyeliners, I pulled in a L'Oreal Silkissime in gold, my Revlon Color Stay in black, my Almay Liquid Liner in purple, no, Black Amethyst, sorry, Black Amethyst, my Revlon Color Stay Liner in teal, Urban Decay 24/7 in Perversion, my Almay Intense Eye Color in black, Urban Decay 24/7 in Torch, and the CoverGirl Ink It in Violet Ink. Now moving, oh, and I have also pulled the e.l.f. liner in Coffee. Moving on to lips. This is always the fun one and it takes me the longest, and I don't know if I really want to pull lips every month, just because I always kind of want to like try and mix it up, and I have so many lip products, but I do try to go through my lips and rotate them into my everyday makeup drawer to make sure that I use more, but I still sometimes cheat and use what I have still in my vanity. But I did pull in a CoverGirl Lip Lava. I don't know if these even have names. They do. This is an 800 Lava Luster. A Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink in Lover. This is one of my favorites. I think I actually put it in a favorites of 2017. A Rimmel lipstick in Rosetto. And this one is just a beautiful, almost like a mauve color. I have to have my Ulta lip primer. I just absolutely love this. After I put my e.l.f. lip exfoliator on, or my e.l.f. lip scrub, I use this and it just kind of sits on my lip until I'm ready to put my lipstick on. I did pull my Pirates of the Caribbean Lorac lipstick in, and this one is in Mi Hearties. So it has a lipstick on one end and the lip gloss on the other. I have a L'Oreal Paris. This one is in number 107 Violet. So you have the lipstick on this end, and then you have like the lip sealer on that end, so it does stay on. Makeup Revolution Salvation Velvet Lacquer. This one is in the One for All. It's kind of like a nice coral color, so nice for spring. In Elf in Dash of Pink, so it's just kind of like a nice pinkish color. An Ofra Liquid Lipstick in Charmed. Too Faced Melted Matte. This one is Feeling Myself. I have a NYX Liquid Suede Cream Lipstick in Tea and Cookies. L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Liquid Lipstick in Rose Blood. So this is it looks kind of grayish, but it's like a nice purple when you actually have it on. I did pull my Urban Decay Alkaline Lip Liner Pencil. I also have the Maybelline Vivid Matte Liquid in Coffee Buzz. It's like a nice brown color. The Revlon Ultra HD Matte Liquid Color, and this is in number 610 Addiction. Ulta Beauty Lasting Color Lip Gloss Stain in Crown. And what I have on my lips today is the NYX Lingerie in Dusk to Dawn. So that is pretty much everything, I believe, that I have pulled for my everyday makeup drawer. I may put one or two more other items in, but I try and rotate it as much as I can just to get the use out of it. And then I do, of course, have over to my left products that I'm using up for 2018. So if you have any products that you're really super loving or wanting to try for the month, comment in the section below and let me know what you're really interested in trying, or if you want me to kind of do a video using any of the products that I recently showed you. Also, I had said in the video that I have kind of like a little divider of my like everyday favorite palettes. I don't know if you call them everyday favorite palettes, but products that I just want to use more of. So this is what it looks like. And I'll just kind of quickly tell you what I have in here. I have a Profusion 100 Pearl eyeshadows in. So if I want just a pop of color, I have that. I also have, this is another Profusion palette I got from Five Below. It has a lot of bright colors with some lips, bronzer, blush, and a highlighter. That's just kind of more for me to remember to use that one a little bit more. I also have my Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette. I have my 35N Morphe palette, my 35F Morphe palette, 25B Morphe palette, I have my Lorac Mega Pro 4 palette, I have an It Superhero palette, which I love this one, beautiful formula. I have a Makeup Revolution in Flawless, so it's just kind of a nice neutral palette. This is what the palette looks like. It's like a nice little mix of colors there, not too bright, because I do have some bright colors there, especially with that Lorac palette. Then I do have this Revolution, love the Revolution Makeup Revolution palette, super cute, and this highlighter is beaming, but you can get a full eye look with that one. And then I moved my Makeup Revolution blush palette up here just because I love these blushes so much. So that way it's sitting front and center for me. That way I know where it is. And I also have the You Sculpted from It. So I do have my 4 bronzers and contours and my 2 highlighters. So let me know kind of what your favorite products are that you're currently using, what you want to use more of this month in the section below. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up. I do still have that giveaway going. I have about 7 or 8 more subscribers that I need to get until I will do the giveaway. And when I get to that mark of 50 subscribers, I will do a video letting you guys know how the giveaway is going to work. So don't worry, I will be keeping you guys posted on how that is going to go down. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate each and every one of your views. It does mean so, so much to me. Until next time, thank you. Have a wonderful day. I love each and every one of you. Bye-bye.